First and foremost, Enshrinement Weekend 2016 is just around the corner, and you're going to present Kevin Greene to the city of Canton as he's being enshrined into this year's 2016 class. How excited are you for this opportunity?
Well, I'm certainly humbled that Kevin would ask me to present himself, and I'm excited for Kevin. It's been quite a long wait, and if there's anybody that deserves to be in, he certainly deserves. When you look at his statistics and his consistency over a long career and his production, certainly warrants being inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Coach, for people that may or may not know Kevin Greene, what kind of player was he?
Well, he first of all, he loved the game of football. He was very passionate, and his passion was contagious to those that played with him. He was a guy that his effort on the field was always obvious. Many of his 160 sacks came because of his relentless effort to get to the quarterback, so he would just outwork and out-effort many of the players that he was going against. And one of the things you knew, you were always going to get Kevin's best effort. And, that was not only on the field but off the field. And I had an opportunity to watch him play as an opponent for 6 years, and then when he became a free agent, was fortunate enough to get him in Pittsburgh when I was the defensive coordinator in Pittsburgh.
What did you see in Kevin that you knew that he could make that switch from special teams and become a dominant outside linebacker in the 3-4 defense?
Well, first of all, he was a smart guy. He really knew the value of preparation. He was always one of the most prepared players that I've been around. He was very focused, very disciplined, had a great work ethic. And I think it enabled him to get the max out of his ability week in and week out. You always knew whether it was in the meeting room, in the weight room, on the practice field, that you were going to get Kevin's best. And that carried over into his performance on Sunday.
Coach, you mentioned 160 sacks. Can you recall a game or even a practice where you saw that greatness and those qualities of Kevin becoming a HOF?
Well, I had the good fortune of watching him play for the Rams. I was at New Orleans for 6 years, and, of course, we played the Rams twice a year, and I saw him rush against our offensive line and the kind of effort that he played with. And then when we were able to acquire him at Pittsburgh, he made an immediate impact. That was in 1993, and in 1994 he led the league in sacks. And then in 1996, Kevin came down and joined us with the Carolina Panthers when I was the head coach there, and led the league in sacks again. But so I had an opportunity to observe him at two different teams, Pittsburgh and Carolina. Not only his performance on the field, but how he impacted all the guys around him, because his passion for the game was contagious.
And that leads me into my next question, Coach, because not only was he a dominant player on the field, but are you proud the way he's made that transition as to being a coach and developing the young talent that has come along?
Well, there was no doubt in my mind that Kevin would bring the same qualities to coaching that he did to playing. And, he was a guy that was such an attention to detail guy. He was a great note taker. I mean, he probably has filed notes from each year that he played in the league. And he was able to bring those things into the coaching profession and did a tremendous job for us here at Green Bay for 5 years. I mean, we were fortunate to have a rookie by the name of Clay Matthews, and I thought Kevin had a great impact on Clay's ability to come in and actually make the Pro Bowl as a rookie linebacker.
And lastly, Coach, what's it going to mean for you to come back to your old stomping grounds for Enshrinement Weekend? Mount Union is just right down the street. Just being back in and around the city of Canton, how excited are you for this opportunity?
Well, it's very exciting to me. Obviously, anytime you come home, that has a special meaning to you. I can remember all the times passing by the Hall of Fame, going to and from Mount Union. I have many friends in Canton. I played ball with many guys from Canton. So, it's anytime you get a chance to come back around home, it brings back many fond memories, and so I'm certainly looking forward to it.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time. We really appreciate you and can't wait to see you close to a couple of weeks from now.
Well, we'll look forward to it, Jameer.